Hello. Welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Sagittarius weekly money and career reading for April 4th to the 10th, 2022. Sagittarius, let's see what energies are coming in, pushing you forward, what messages there are to retain for this week, this upcoming week. Sagittarius, 10 of Wands, pushing forward, Sagittarius. It feels heavy, but you're at the end of a cycle. It has been pressure on your shoulders, not an easy path, not an easy cycle, but not an easy cycle for anyone, quite frankly. But look at this. You're getting out of that sort of pressure cooker, that moment, that job, that project, that career, or that situation. Really about a situation. And it can be just your mind sort of, it's too much responsibility. It's sort of work overload, right? And your mind is bubbling, and like not really able to take any more of whatever is going on in your job or in a certain situation that has already happened. I feel like it has already happened because we have the 10 of Wands. We're finishing that cycle, and we have this chariot, this beautiful chariot, rushing forward in a complete new energy, embarking on a new dynamic, right? The chariot is determined, focused, but also successful. Uniquely because, well, not uniquely, but mainly because you feel stable after a certain situation that was really difficult. But difficult because maybe it was too much pressure. Maybe you didn't like the job you had, or you just didn't connect with it, or people just put too much pressure or too much responsibility on you for not a huge salary. I don't know why that's coming up, but that's what I'm feeling. And when you have this beautiful chariot with that feeling stable now, and feeling that certainty that now you can push forward because you know where you're going, and you've stabilized your emotions and sort of took a step back, reassessed to feel exactly where you were going, if you were comfortable to go there, determining exactly how you were going to get there, the tools, how am I going to get there? I know I'm out of this. I freed myself of that pressure and that stress from that past job or past situation. And now I'm focused on that path, determined and moving forward, but comfortable with your decision and comfortable with your actions, and knowing so clearly, where you're going, what actions you're putting forward, and how you manifested this, or how you desire to build this new chapter, to build this new business, or to get this new job. Because here we go, Ace of Cups, new job, new creation. You can be creating a business. You can be having a creative outlet to express your talent, a creative something that you are creating, a product, an idea, something that you're putting out there, and that you're selling. Doesn't have to be, but it's something fulfilling. It's something you have been wanting to do. Double creation here. Wow, successful. You have the Empress and the Chariot, both very positive energies. And Ace of Cups, creative, soulful, fulfilling, and really a sense of enjoying finally a new job or a new opportunity, or enjoying starting your project, your business, right? It can be a new job, but it's really a fulfilling new job. With the Empress here, where the Empress is understanding, creating, yes, but she has the intelligence, to create, all while understanding exactly how to get it done. And so that is enjoying the moment that you've been waiting for, enjoying this moment where finally you get to reveal your talent, or create your business, or get that job, or get that promotion, or, you know, finally put yourself online and put your business online, and it's your thing. And it's you realizing that it's time, it's the right time, and you have the power of this new dynamic and the power of creating your own. Wow, it's powerful. And here we go. Third major arcana, 3 major arcana, and 1 ace. Just proving that this 10 of Wands here is in the past. And that heaviness that you have been feeling, that pressure cooker feeling in that job or in that situation or in that conflict, whatever it is in the past. You are entering now that new cycle that you've been wanting to do, of creation, of your own, of identifying the tools and the solutions to make it happen. And 1, 2, 3 major arcana, the Death card, which is the ultimate transformation, doing something completely different, starting from scratch. As much as the Chariot is driven, focused, persistent, you know what you want, you're not going to let anybody, you know, get in your way, and you have the discipline and the willpower to achieve that goal, to make it happen. But the Death card is also that soul transformation, that phase where you realize you're no longer, you're moving on to something completely different, and you're opening up to something completely different. This is a new energy, a new transaction. Why am I saying that? Transaction. Okay. Maybe you're buying something, maybe you're selling something, maybe you are selling goods, and there's a lot of transactions going on. Maybe there's a lot of money transactions going on. I don't know. But the Death card is, yes, understanding, yes, moving into the new chapter, building something from scratch, completely new, a complete turnaround, right? But also being able to let go of this 10 of Wands that was difficult for you, to let go of that past so you can really, really embrace this new energy, this new opportunity. If it's a new job, it's a new opportunity. If it's your project, your business, your creation, it feels very creative though. And even if it was hard, I feel like right now you're really feeling the importance of this renewal, the importance of this transformation. And so you're not resisting this, right? Since it has been so difficult, or if you are resisting, if this 10 of Wands is you feeling the heaviness of this new chapter, of transforming, of making it happen and building something completely new because you were at a crossroads and had to decide on a new career, or decide to put yourself out there in a new business, or to, you know, whatever, reinvent yourself. It really feels like reinventing yourself, but in a very fulfilling way. This is something that you are wanting to put forward, that you're excited about. And you are clear on your goals. You are clear on what you're transforming and what you're building. I'm not taking these cards. Let me see if there are other ones that want to come out. Sometimes it just doesn't feel, it feels like they just pop out, but it's not connected. Let's see if there are a few more cards that want to come out for Sagittarius in this weekly reading from April 4th to the 10th. Sagittarius. It's an interesting reading and a very transformative reading. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups, which is celebrating in a good mood, in a joyful mood, but also probably working with people you enjoy working with, connecting with new people. But it's a positive energy and it's a positive environment. I'm going to put this over here because I want to feel like that is with the Chariot, because you're enjoying the moment, because you feel it's time to do this, and probably you connected to the right people, or people contacted you to start a new project, and you're really vibing with those people, and you're understanding that this is the right way to do it, and they are the key to your success. Interesting. 10 of Swords, yes. Not surprising, because that is going with the 10 of Wands. That situation that you're either at the end of that situation, because you already have all these cards lined up for your new project, new job, new business, for the next chapter, right? So yes, it has been difficult. Yes, it has been heavy. It might be the loss of a job or loss of finances, right? Because you're at the end of the cycle, but it's also you realizing this end of cycle here, and it's often the case, these negative situations, these difficult situations in life, in professionally, personally, it doesn't really matter. These are end of cycles that can be pretty painful, because they push us to have that motivation and that energy to, push us forward to building and believing new structures, new energies, and push us forward to work with the new energies. Because until you get out of the preceding cycle, and again, I say this in every reading, it is not because it ends in a heaviness, or you've lost a job, or you're leaving the job, or you have a loss of finances, and it's that end of a cycle that's difficult. It does not mean that this cycle wasn't good. It could be a career that you had for 10, 15, 20 years that you were passionate about and really thoroughly enjoyed, and were very talented at it, and never really second guessed it. And for some reason, it can be you, but it can be the universe. It can be a structure, a restructure. I have a lot of that right now in my mind, and the last couple of readings were a little bit like that as well, where some companies restructure, and you are in the wave where you have to go on to a next chapter and figure things out and build something new. And it's nothing out of the ordinary. These are energies we have to make do with sometimes, and they are difficult. They're heavy and they're painful, because not everybody is set up. You seem like you're set up, though. You seem like, as much as it's difficult and weighing on your shoulders, you are, once you're out of this 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, you are powerfully and very clearly and intelligently mapping out and planning. 3 of Wands, planning this future, successful future. 3 of Wands, organizing yourself to make it happen. The 3 of Wands is seeing the success on the horizon. It is the opportunity to push outside your current job, to think outside of the box, the opportunity to expand your knowledge, to expand what you know, to learn new skills, learn a new career, learn a new job, right? Whatever it is a complete transformation. So you might be learning new skills to start a completely new career. That is perfectly possible. And it's really a new, beautiful opportunity. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, the Queen of Pentacles is someone that knows, has the knowledge to transform ideas into reality, right? She's a hard worker. She's a practical person, a pragmatic person, finding solutions to problems, finding structures, connecting people. She's very practical in her way. And that you might be, Sagittarius, very practical, a maker, a doer, a fixer, right? Someone that just, you know, there's a problem, you find a solution. You have to find someone, you connect, you know, you connect the dots. But you are thinking now outside of the box, and you are thinking new. This is a new territory for you. This is something that you're embarking on that that you've never done before, because you have to reinvent yourself. And a lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are realizing that it's time to reinvent, and that it's now or never. Four of Pentacles, keeping in control, Sagittarius, keeping in control. You might not be talking about this too much to anybody, or even if people know you're getting into something new or starting something new, you're not really sharing it. You're keeping that to yourself. You're very in control of this, and you don't really want anybody else to know what's going on, right? But I feel like you've saved money on this. This is something that you've planned, Sagittarius. Good for you. Good for you, because even if you weren't sure exactly when you were going to start this, Four of Pentacles, you've protected yourself. And you haven't shown much emotion. This is something here that has been painful and difficult for you, a difficult end of cycle, but I feel like you have kept it to yourself. You didn't show much emotion. You didn't want people to see that you were in distress, or that you were worried, or that you were stressed, right? You kept it all to yourself. And just because you wanted to remain in control, because you wanted to finance this, control your finances, and make sure you were ready when you could embark on this new journey. And one has nothing to do with the other. It is not because this is negative and difficult that this is not powerful. The next chapter is very powerful. And I really think you've protected yourself in this mode here to not be too overwhelmed, or to not let it overwhelm. You might be overwhelmed, but to not let those energies push you too far into that stressful mode, or into being overwhelmed and having to recover and taking time to find the energy to bounce back and start building right away, right? You protected yourself. Good for you, Sagittarius. Good for you. I mean, that is really wonderful. To have the clarity to go through the cycle and be able to plan at the same time the next chapter, and be strong enough and sturdy enough and stoic enough to channel those emotions, process those emotions, and be able to still push through in new energies pretty rapidly, because you know and you have prepared. That's pretty cool. Kudos to you. My hat goes off to you, Sagittarius, because that is not an easy thing to do. It's sometimes, you know, you need a reprieve. You need to reassess. You need a moment of tranquility. You need a moment of calm to reassess, and you know, you need a little while to be able to re-energize, recoup, and then find clarity, and you know, then organize yourself. And you, it seems like you're very, very active right out the gate. Good for you, Sagittarius. That's amazing. let me know. Comment down below. Let me know if these weekly readings, I've been saying this for every sign, let me know if these weekly readings help you. They're not always to find answers. They're mainly here to sometimes help reflect, help think, you know, trigger thoughts or trigger new ways, and find clarity sometimes, right? Sometimes when we hear words from someone else, even if we don't know, it just sort of triggers oneself to think in a different way and orient oneself in a different way and utilize different tools and find energy and motivation and a belief system that we can push through. It's sort of like, so I would like to know if these readings help you in that way. They help me. All right, let's see. Okay, so we have, yes, I mean, there we have the moon. You are not peeping a word out of this. You're not saying anything. You're keeping this a secret. I mean, maybe now you've revealed it. I don't know. But between the four of Pentacles and the moon, it is, yes, utilizing your intuition, your subconscious, your receptivity, understanding that this is the right path, utilizing these energies, these new energies to motivate and push forward. But I really think that this is something that you have not shared with anybody. And I don't think you care to share with anybody because you protected yourself in that situation. That's very strong, Sagittarius. All right, let's see if there are a few more cards that want to come out. Sagittarius, in this money and career reading from April 4th to April 10th. No, and if there are no more cards, that is perfectly fine. One more time, and we will move on to messages. No, okay. All right, so let's see if there's one message for the road. Sagittarius, it's a clear reading. Sometimes we don't need another 10 cards, right? So let's see if there's one last message for the road, Sagittarius, in this money and career reading. Yes. We have contradictory cards. I like that, though. Yes, so the Hangman, because you've protected yourself, because you have not revealed your next step or not really confided, right? This is something you have prepared personally, right? That you're really patiently taking your time. And the Hangman says patience, 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 and don't push, don't force, right? Surrender to these negative or those difficult energies from the past situation. And here we go. Take a moment to reassess. Take a moment to evaluate. So that's exactly, I mean, I was excited and at the same time surprised to see how motivated and how rapidly you advanced in that next chapter. But the Hangman says, please still take it easy, reassess, evaluate where you're going, where you are on this path. Don't rush anything because you've waited for a long time and you have prepared. It is a moment where you know, something new is emerging. You're starting something new. It is a new energy, probably new people, and it is a complete transformation. So you're letting go old ways. You're letting go old people, old companies, old job, old projects. Take it as it resonates. And you might have to go and, you know, take a few classes for more skills or something like that. But just, the Hangman is just there to say, take a pause to surrender your past situation. and let this new one come in as it is. Don't force it. Don't reorient it. It is probably something completely new. That is what I've been saying since the beginning, right? So take a moment away from your routine. Take a moment to assess and to find that serenity, to engage in that new energy, because it's completely, and connect with the new way of thinking, connect with the new people, connect with that new, it is new. It is new. So take your time on this. Take your time to welcome these energies in and enter a flow, a new rhythm, right? And a new way of working with new people. It's probably a new job or even a new career. Seven of Swords. Yes, not surprising. People that betrayed you, or that disappointed you, or just didn't have your back, or just, you know, you picked up slack for a lot of people and you're just basically disappointed and out of there. Not surprising. And Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups can be read in two ways. Nostalgic of your old career, thinking of the past, thinking of that career you enjoyed so much. And that's what I was saying in the beginning, where sometimes we have a 10-year career and it was amazing, and we don't really understand why we have to change, and we don't even understand why the wind changed that rapidly, and we have to find solutions and make decisions, and bold decisions to reinvent ourselves, right? And sometimes we're not ready. Sometimes we're ready and sometimes we're not. And so this is either you taking your time but just being nostalgic of that old career or those old times, or it can also be that you are reconnecting with something you really, really enjoyed, with a past company or a past project, or a past career that you did before, right? Not this that you have just left, right? Something completely different. And maybe you're reinventing it. Maybe it's something you did 20 years ago, or 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, and now you want to go back into it, but it's different. It's done in a different way. We're in 2022 and things are completely changed. And so you are sort of reinventing yourself in something from the past. Interesting, because who had that? Was it Virgo? Virgo or Libra? I don't remember. I'm trying to look. Yes, Libra was sort of new job, but old school. And here I feel like new job, but having to, old people that you knew, that you're working with, past team, maybe a few years ago that you really enjoyed working with, but sort of reinventing completely what it's all about. Something like that. Something like that. Old versus new. Interesting. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Sagittarius, as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below. Let me know if you enjoy these readings and if they help you. That is important for me for the future in, pushing forward, because it's a lot of readings. So it's important for me to understand if they are helpful and impactful, and if yes, in which way. So thank you for commenting, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, especially if you do enjoy these readings regularly. Please subscribe and hit the bell. That's very important. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and every one. If you have already subscribed, thank you for championing this little channel to 10K. Yes, I think today is the day where we have reached 10K, so that is absolutely a milestone and amazing. So thank you so much, Sagittarius, for participating in this wonderful adventure. Thank you, and I will see you next week for another reading. Take care, Sagittarius. Bye-bye.